Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on a gorgeous Friday morning. Tell me I'm looking at the right camera.
Yeah, that one right there. The short one, right?
The short one.
Not the long one.
Well, they're not very much different. It's that one.
Yeah, I think so.
I just can't get the hang of the new place yet. And literally, Lucas has talked me into Casual Friday.
It's Casual Friday.
I don't usually do such things.
You know what?
Cameras, I like that one.
The angle's better.
Switch on. Oh, is it going to be one of those days?
Ah, here we go. I'm here. Did you hear a strange noise when you shut that door back there?
No. We have frozen.
Do I need to do something?
Oh, well, we'll just see how it works here for a little while. The cameras have frozen.
Well, can you pull up a picture? Can you pull up a picture?
Yeah.
All right, so it's just our cameras that aren't moving.
Just our camera's not moving. All right.
I do like cabbage, by the way.
Well, today's your day then. We'll stick with this camera for the time being and just act like nothing's going wrong. How's that sound?
I didn't step on anything coming in, I promise.
I don't think it's you. I think it's the cameras.
Always me.
You think it's you?
It feels like it.
All right, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, February 17th. Hope you're having an outstanding day. What is a kind of a ugly, rainy, crappy week.
I mean, it was 65 2 days ago.
That was the only nice day. Hey, now I've got it moving. I don't know what's going on with it. See, now you're on that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, take a look at it. Look straight at that one. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you're on.
All right.
This is such a video, ladies and gentlemen, is occasionally not your
Technology's fantastic.
Technology is fantastic.
When it works.
Love it. Love technology. To heck with the whole kibitzing thing. Let's tell you what's going on in and around your community. Some community events today and this weekend. As today over in Kinmundy, going to be a big blood drive at from 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock. It's going to be at the Kinmundy Community Center. And one donation can save up to 3 lives. What you need to do, and I tell you this all the time, go to redcrossblood.org, redcrossblood.org, and go log into that and make yourself an appointment. Also, you can fill out your all the history stuff. And it will save you minutes upon half an hour to that kind of amount of time. It's a wonderful thing to do. But do that if you're going to donate blood again from 12 to 5 today over at the Kinmundy Community Center. Also going on today down at Frontier Community College is the Illinois Eastern IECC Business and Industry. They are hosting an OSHA 10 General Industry 2-day class today and next Friday. Class will run from 9 o'clock. It's just started, so you might still be able to get there. 9 to 5 today and also next Friday at Bob Boyles Hall. Cost is $147 a person. Includes all materials and books as well as your OSHA card. So you might need that for whatever particular job you're in. Enrollees will receive their OSHA card once the class is complete, and if you make sure you passed it. You have to pass the class as well. It can be taught by Ted Marshall. We had Ted on the show a few weeks ago, and he was telling all kinds of stories about OSHA problems. You never run into those, do you?
Morton tries to take care of those problems before it becomes an OSHA
Ladies and
problem.
gentlemen, absolutely right. Oh, and we don't have the studio.
Nah,
audience.
no studio audience today.
So it's just me and Lucas, no studio audience. So I know you're disappointed. I feel bad. But what else going on this weekend on Saturday? The Albion Area Chamber of Commerce is going to host a murder mystery dinner. It'll be at the Edwards County Senior Citizens Center. Tickets are $50 a throw or $375 per table. So I assume a table of 8. The doors will open at 5:45. Mystery starts at 6:30. Dinner will be provided. If you like tickets, give them a call at 302-4655. Jessica Gwaltney talked to us about that a few weeks ago. Also, the Hope Ministries of Hope Ministries of Jeff will have a food pantry on Saturday. They'll be distributing food to the community. It'll be from 9 o'clock until they're done about 11 o'clock. Probably finish around 11, maybe thereabouts. Soup and chili dinner on Saturday as well in Sandoval. just a little bit west there of Salem. It'll be held at the St. Lawrence Hall in Sandoval. The meal will include, of course, chili, vegetable soup, peanut butter, cheese, crackers, dessert, and drink. This will be a free will offering dinner, so give till it hurts, and the proceeds do benefit the Knights of Columbus Charities. Lucas, tell me, what is, if you had to choose your favorite between vegetable and chili, which do you choose? Vegetable soup?
No, man. I think it depends on the day. There's sometimes like vegetable soup. I like both of them.
For me right now, it'd be vegetable soup because I had chili for Super Bowl.
It would go back and forth. I can't choose one over the other.
Yeah, they're both outstanding. Yeah. They're both very good. So yeah, that's not a bad way to choose either way. Severe weather seminar. We had Bill Schroed earlier this week on the show to tell you about this at the Thelma Keller Convention Center on Saturday. It'll run from 8:30 until 4:15. The National Weather Service spotter training will take place, as well as sessions on what is amateur radio, RS, which is the rescue respond group, incident command, as well as home weather stations and storm chaser information will be there. That'll be a lot of fun up in Effingham all day long Saturday. And it's kind of an in and out. Pick what you like. There's some workshops that you could take advantage of, and they've got two or three different things going on. Also on Saturday, this one is at the Tuscan Hills Winery. They're going to have a murder mystery as well. The Hallmark Homicide. So just pick your place. Pick which murder mystery you want to go to. It's a captivating evening of entertainment. It's awaiting you with a Valentine-themed dinner theater. Did you take the lovely Mrs. Anywhere for Valentine's?
No, but I think we possibly could celebrate this weekend.
Well, there you go. You can go to Albion, or you go to the Hallmark Homicide.
No, it won't be there. No offense to that, but we already have plans somewhere else.
Oh, that's fine. The show is better than most Hallmark movies, which isn't saying much. Well, that is not the way. That's an interesting way.
Most
to sell
Hallmark.
It. Yeah, most. Your ticket includes hours of talent, suspense, and improvisation, plus a festive holiday meal brought to your table by the Thelma Keller Convention Center. Murder mysteries are the perfect combination of scripted material and improvisation. Eat between clues as you become a private detective. The shows can vary widely, especially if the audience is particularly creative and likes to be fun extras in the show. Am I on that one? Which one? I'm on this one, right? I'm looking straight at it, right? I tell you what.
Yeah. You're on this one.
I'm on this one. All right. Tickets are $50 a person here as well, and they must be purchased in advance. So give them a call today. They'll help you out. Dinner will begin promptly at 7 p.m.
Did it say what they're having?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Please let them know if you have any allergies or dietary
Shrimp and lobster, so I can't have that.
restrictions. Tossed salad with choice of dressing.
So far, so good.
Loaded lasagna.
Good.
Green beans, breadstick, coffee, tea, and water. And dessert of a chocolate-covered strawberry, mini cheesecake, and
get it all.
a brownie bite.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, sounds edible.
I'm all right with that. What else is going on today? I think you might have seen the picture flash up there for a second, ladies and gentlemen. February 17th is National Cabbage Day. This recognizes the delightful garden staple that provides some of the best recipes for the Celtic holidays coming up next month. It's an excellent day to test your corned beef and cabbage skills, just to get a little practice, along with other seasoned dishes. From the French, caboche is where the word comes from. Cabbage, not a ton of nutritional additions from cabbage. I guess vitamin C, but it's kind of I've always kind of thought it added water and
fiber.
French explorer Jacques Cartier was the first to bring cabbage to the Americas, and because it's apparently a French item. The cabbage family is quite varied. It includes Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, kohlrabi, and kale. It's an ancient food that with origins in Asia Minor and the Eastern Mediterranean. When selecting a cabbage, the head should be firm and dense. The fibrous leaves of a healthy cabbage should be shiny and crisp with no browning or bruising. I had no idea. Can cabbage be eaten raw? Of course. Can you freeze cabbage?
Probably, but probably it's not very good with the water content.
Well, apparently there's a way to do it. The best process is to blanch it first. Blanch the leaves first, then once cooled, seal in an airtight container. Frozen cabbage is best in cooked meals and such as soups and casseroles. How about that?
I can see that.
Actually, the only thing I'll eat cabbage and coleslaw
Yeah.
and vegetable soup.
Yeah.
But that's
Do you like corned beef and cabbage?
No.
Really? Well, that's
Oh
good.
no. Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut.
But that's about it. What else, ladies and gentlemen? This is a nice one. No One Eats Alone Day on I guess it's the third Friday in February. Lunchrooms across America have adopted the mission started by the National No One Eats Alone Day. Join the movement. If your school doesn't participate, encourage them to start. This tries to get kids to eat together so they'll learn things about each other, create an inclusive lunchroom, and encourage each other. Do you mind eating dinner alone?
I eat alone almost every day of the world. That's the lonely life as a salesman.
Where do you? What do you prefer? Do you prefer going into a restaurant and eating alone, or going into your car and eating?
Nah, I don't eat in my car a lot. If I eat alone, I'll go to a restaurant or go to the house. So.
Well, you go to the house.
Yeah.
If you're in town.
Yeah.
What if you're a salesman on the road, though?
I try not to eat on the road. I mean, I have a girth problem the way it is. Eating on the road doesn't help.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Stop it.
I know, weird. So I try not to.
Well, that's fine. National No One Eats Alone Day was piloted in 2012 by Beyond the Differences in just a handful of schools in Northern California. Now, more than 2,000 schools in all 50 states do participate in No One Eats Alone Day, impacting more than 1 million students. So there you go. Also, another nice one today. This is National Caregivers Day. This is the third Friday in February. It honors the healthcare professionals across the country providing long-term and hospice care. Take time to thank a caregiver for their dedication. And where is my microphone? I wondered why it sounded like I was in a...
Are you new?
This is my first day. I hope people can hear me. But...
You got caught on the edge. Can you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I bet they can hear me better now.
I mean, it only took us, 10 minutes into the show to realize you didn't have a microphone.
Well, now it sounds like less echo. So that makes sense. The thing is, Lucas, with my voice, it really doesn't need need a whole lot of amplification. How to observe Caregivers Day? Take time to thank a caregiver for their dedication and care of our loved ones. Give them a card of thanks. Let them know with a kind word of encouragement, as well as tell their supervisors how much you appreciate their services. National Caregivers Day started back in 2016. A Providers Association for Home and Health Hospice Agencies founded this day to dedicate a day to caregivers everywhere. The first observance was 2016. Are caregivers nurses?
Sure.
They can be. They don't have to be.
No.
They don't have to be, but they can be. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen? High school basketball. We've got basketball today. I forgot which one I'm on. This is my first day. Okay, we're on that one. High school basketball, make sure I'm on that one as I'm looking at it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Patoka is at Dietrich. The new room is tough to deal with, Lucas.
More than anything, I feel like our angles are off.
Our angles are different.
Yeah.
See, right now I'm showing this side of my face. For the last 5 years, I've shown this side.
Yeah, it just seems like our angles are different than they used to be.
Well, I
got this one staring me in the face. I don't like you.
I don't like that one either.
I know, it's just like right in front of me.
We're going to have to figure this out. I tell you what, it's going to be, it'll take us something. Boys basketball tonight. Patoka is at Dietrich. That's on Catch TV right here on this channel. NBA basketball. No NBA basketball. You going to watch All-Star Weekend?
Nah, probably not.
Me neither.
Nah.
Me neither. NHL hockey tonight. The Kings are at the Ducks on ESPN. That's at 8 o'clock. Chicago is at Ottawa at 6 o'clock. The Ducks game is on ESPN Channel 601. Blackhawks playing on their own channel 643. Men's basketball NCAA. CBS Sports Network has a doubleheader. At 5 o'clock, Eastern Michigan is at Kent State. At 9:30, it's New Mexico at San Jose State. ESPN2 with a game, Dayton at Loyola at 6 o'clock. At 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1 on Channel 610, Air Force is at Wyoming. And finally, triple header, 3 games on ESPNU, Channel 642 at 6. Wright State is at Cleveland State. Name me either team. Either mascot, team name.
Oh, the Spartans.
Good guess.
Yeah, that was worth a shot, wasn't it?
It is worth a shot.
Yeah.
Wright State Raiders versus the Cleveland State Vikings. Quinnipiac is at Siena. That's a tough one. Quinnipiac. That's all right. Quinnipiac. I checked it today before I said that. Quinnipiac, which makes no sense at all. At Siena, Quinnipiac is the Bobcats. Siena is the
Flaming Hearts.
Saints.
That's what I said.
Close.
They have
And then finally at 10 o'clock tonight, late game, Abilene Christian at Grand Canyon. Abilene Christian is the Wildcats. Grand Canyon is the
Wildcats.
Antelopes. Lopes.
My first one was guess was Cougars.
I thought you knew that one.
Nah, I mean, obviously
You never had the, you guys have never been fans of the Grand Canyon Antelopes.
Is that the team? No, that's not the team.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Lucas here. It's our Take the Points edition. Big Take the Points edition. We'll be back right after these words. Do stick around. We're going to try to clean everything up. Back in a second.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, an express lane, and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center, and that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation, and I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Guess who's here? Lucas Vaughan is back. We're going to talk. What do you want to talk about, Lucas? Going to talk a little Super Bowl today?
Sure.
Might talk a little bit of. Actually, I'm not prepared for college basketball. I'm prepared for the start of baseball season.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for the start of soccer stadium, MLS. I've got a little bit of NBA stuff. I got hockey stuff. We got all kinds of stuff.
Right now, my focus kind of turns to NCAA basketball, and then baseball's starting up a little bit. But
NCAA basketball right now
basketball.
NCAA basketball right now is a little bit difficult and cloudy, kind of like the weather on Thursday.
Well, it's because everything's so muddled together right now. There's nobody's stepping away from anybody else. Shoot, the number one team got beat 2 nights ago.
That's exactly right, and that was after the other number one team got beat twice in the last 3 games. So we'll talk about all kinds of stuff. First of all, what time of year is it? High school regionals.
High school regional season.
That's exactly right. High school regional season. Boys regionals start next week. Actually, they start Saturday. And we'll talk let's talk a little bit about some of the local squads.
All right, what do you got for me?
This is the Two Topless regional, and the most of the quarterfinals are on Saturday. Two Topless got a bye, and they get out of the need for a quarterfinal appearance. And the wild thing, now they didn't do this; they only started this last year. What do you think about playing regional games at home rather than at neutral sites?
Oh, really? So each of those games is at? I see it says at there. How many?
Yeah, those are all at. That's at Shelbyville, at Robinson, at Flora, on Saturday. What do you think of that as a former player who lost? What, your junior year in a regional or your senior year in it?
No.
You made sectionals both years?
Yeah, we made sectionals both years. We were a point away from super sectionals.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't know. Sure, it'd be fun to play at home, but man, just to bring everybody into one court and one day would be that was fun. That was enjoyable.
But see, that's kind of what I was thinking. It takes a lot of the bringing 4 towns into one school, Yeah. And T-Town wouldn't have minded. Usually, they don't mind doing quarterfinals on Monday and Tuesday, and then doing semis. I don't know. I don't understand the reason for the change. Here's the other one of local teams typically playing, and I didn't get Salem's. I'm sorry about that.
What are these numbers? What are these seeds?
It's the subsectional setup. So when you're looking at this one, Fairfield, Mount Carmel, and Newton are in the same subsectional with Teutopolis. So they take 2 regionals out of the same subsectional.
So they rank each of the teams in the subsectional and put them in the regional.
That's correct.
Okay, I see.
So this one has the team ranked number 1.
Okay.
The next highest one is 4, then 6, 7, 8, 12,
and 2 and 3 and 5 are over there.
Have 2 and 3 and 5.
Okay.
And then Marshall and Fairfield a little bit farther down the road. But this one's going to be a little. Yeah, I'm with you. They could have easily played those 2 quarterfinal games on one night, like on Monday in Lawrenceville, and then moved it to then had the semifinals. They're going to do the semifinals on the same night anyway, just like T-Town.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a different change. Just this year they started that?
Last year.
Last year.
And I don't know if it's due to officials.
They do the same thing the boys?
Girls?
They do the same thing the boys?
Well, that is boys.
Oh, I thought that was girls you were talking about.
No, that's boys.
Oh, all right.
No, that's all. That's boys. That's starting. Yeah, girls are underway. This is a regional. That we're shooting this. Doggone it!
That's all right.
We're shooting this on Thursday night, and it's tonight's regional championship night in girls basketball. For the most part.
Oh, I knew that.
There's a few finals tomorrow night, but it's for the most part regionals tonight, championships tonight. Here's some of the single A. This is the single A regional. We'll be shooting this one, folks. We'll be over here on Wednesday and Friday night at the Farina South Central Regional next week, as we'll have probably Christ Our Rock versus Sisney again, or Farina, or South Central, I mean. Sisney has already lost a couple of times to Christ Our Rock badly, but I think they'd love to have another shot at them because they lost by 40 the first time, 20 the second time.
I remember seeing those numbers in the paper and thought, man, Christ Our Rock must be for real.
Christ Our Rock is ranked number 2 in the state.
Yeah, that's for real.
with
Number 2 in the state, number 2 in the sub-regional or sub-sectional or whatever you call it.
Somehow they got, I don't know how they got voted number 2 in the sub-regional, but they are. And then, of course, Effingham St. Anthony, outstanding team. Altamont took the number 1 seed in this sub-regional. And then you have Louisville, North Clay. You have North Clay and playing Dietrich. So we'll have both of those games on Wednesday night and then Friday night's games. But do you want to see some? Here's the odd one. The odd one. I don't have the other one that has the other. But here's the odd one. Take a look at the New Athens Regional. Okay? Now, Class 1A does go all the way to 15 or 16. So Wayne City getting the number 1 seed in their sub-regional, right?
Okay.
Or in their sub-sectional. They've got to go all the way to New Athens to play Alvarado, and they'll probably drill them. Well, actually, they'll be playing Alvarado at home, but they'll have to go all the way to New Athens on Wednesday, and if they win, then Friday. The other side of that, the number 2 was Steelville. How far is Steelville from New Athens?
I don't know.
6 miles.
That's that close?
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's at Weber.
That's a home game.
How far is Weber from Wayne City?
Nowhere.
6 miles. What in the world are they doing sending Steelville to Bluford and Wayne City to New Athens?
Yeah, they could cut down some mileage there, couldn't they?
I would think they could cut down some mileage and do all kinds of things. It makes no sense whatsoever, especially – I guess they didn't want the number 3 playing the number 1 in Weber. I don't know. It makes they were hardcore about making the 2 play the 3. I guess doesn't make sense to me when you look at this. But and look at all the other teams in this New Athens regional. They're all pretty close to New Athens.
Yeah, they are. They're over there, aren't they?
Yeah, Marissa's 10 miles away. Ziyard probably about 30. Trico's about 20. Oakaville's 20. New Athens is home, of course. Alvarado is 30, 20. So I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make any picks? I kind of hate to do it since we'll be showing them. You got to figure T-Town probably comes out of this one. They've played Robinson before, I believe. And T-Town plays a high level of competition. They're going to be tough to catch.
Always.
And in this one, I've seen Lawrenceville and I've seen Newton and I've seen Fairfield. This one ought to be a really good regional. Fairfield and Lawrenceville will be. If Fairfield beats Marshall, they'll get Lawrenceville. Fairfield's got a chance against Lawrenceville, even though they only have like 12 wins, and Lawrenceville's got 25 or something like that.
Fairfield always seems to play up to their competition, and unfortunately down to the competition.
Yeah,
too.
that's kind of what happens. And in this one, I'm not going to make a pick, but I'm just showing it, folks, to remind you that we will be showing Wednesday's games and Friday's games next week here on this channel. So, give you a little preview of the high school boys regionals, and we'll be back here on. We're going to talk Super Bowl when we come back on Wabash Catch TV. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey back up here.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lucas Vaughan is here, and this is our Take the Points edition. Super Bowl was this weekend. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. We had a get together. Had about 25 people. Smoked the brisket. Had some ribs. Good people. Too many kids running around like crazies, but whatever.
This was out at the mansion.
Yeah, out at the mansion.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's wonderful. You got a pool table or anything yet?
Nah.
So the kids were just basically twiddling their thumbs.
They played on the 500 acres I got there.
They played with the gazelles.
Yeah,
the giraffes.
No, they were busy running around in circles is what they were doing.
Well, it was a fun Super Bowl, and I got to tell you, at halftime, you were wondering how Kansas City was still in the game, weren't you?
I was surprised that they were down 2 touchdowns.
They should have been. They're down 10 points.
Yeah. But it gives Kansas City. I didn't feel like they were out of it.
Should have been worse than that. I mean, that's the thing. Philadelphia had such a good first half. The lead should have been more than 10. The turnover
for a touchdown.
The turnover for the touchdown was bad, but other than that, it should have been. They dominated.
Yeah, they did. They played well.
Did you think Kansas City? You say you thought they could.
Yeah, I did. Listen, Kansas City was going to score. I mean, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. They were moving the ball pretty well the way it was. I didn't know whether they'd be able to stop Philadelphia was the big thing.
Yeah,
and they strung enough.
Well, as you saw last week, Weeze and I had Philadelphia. Both of us had Philadelphia in the under. I realized about a quarter in that
under wasn't going to
half of that wasn't going to work.
No.
The other half was. I was figuring. But then, I was kind of like you. I thought Kansas City would score in the second half, but I figured Philadelphia would come right back, and they didn't do it.
I thought they'd have enough to score, and really it came down to, on possession, honestly. I mean, that was about all it was.
Were you like me at the end of the game and thought that the holding should not have been called? I mean, other than it helped you.
It helped me immensely, but it was light. I'm not saying it wasn't light, but if you're at the position and you see the tug of the jersey or the turn of the hip, it's a penalty. I mean, it's a bad time, bad spot, but it's a penalty.
They hadn't called that all game long.
They call everything else on each side. That being said,
I'm still not gonna. I'm not gonna let the officials off the hook. Of course, then again,
you know what?
I had my money on Philadelphia.
So even if they don't call it penalty, it's an incomplete pass. They're kicking a 35, 37-yard field goal, and Philadelphia gets the ball back around 2 minutes. Right.
That's right.
So it's Philadelphia then has to score. In that 2 minute
3
mark.
to tie.
Right. 7 to win. Touchdown to win it. Right. So essentially they took the 2 minutes away from Philadelphia and gave that to them. So Philadelphia was still going to have to.
Philadelphia had the opportunity on that last drive. It was a 6-minute drive down there with they got the ball with like 8 minutes to go and ran it down to 2 minutes before that penalty.
Right.
And Philadelphia had them stopped. The penalty let them go longer, let them burn the last.
And Jarek
minutes.
did a good job getting down on the one, instead of scoring. Because that next play, the Eagles backed off. They were like,
score.
Come on in and score. And Jarek smartly, wisely, thankfully, slid down on the one.
Good game. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was good. One of the better games of the last few years. Probably not one of the best. It was one of the best. But then again, that last call just without the finish, it just took it away from it.
And everybody, no matter how good that game was for 60 minutes, everybody's going to say, there was a penalty at the end of the game.
Here's some celebration. This is the up there on the stage. It wasn't very nice of Terry Bradshaw. I guess Terry Bradshaw caught a little guff for telling Andy Reid to waddle over to pick up the belt.
That sounds like something Terry Bradshaw would say.
That was something Terry Bradshaw did say. Here is the World Championship truck going down the road after us in the parade, I guess, on Wednesday, right? Looked like Patrick Mahomes was about as loopy as Tom Brady was whenever they had their.
I don't know about that one. Tom was pretty loopy.
Tom was pretty loopy. But that all gets us. This all gets us fired up for this right now. Here we go. The big start of the XFL starts this weekend.
So season 1, season
2.5.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are we calling this season here?
It's 2.5 or 3.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. But this one's doing it kind of like the USFL did, where they're all practicing at the same spot, but they're playing in their towns. So St. Louis has home games, I think, starting next week. I think they're on the road this week. Are you still burned? Are you excited for spring football? Or are you still too overloaded by the Super Bowl?
I'll check it out. I mean, some of the interest in this is guys that you thought were going to be in the pros that you don't see. They show up here.
Yeah.
I mean, they show up in these, and they're really, really good football players. They just haven't found their foothold in the NFL.
What, to me, is going to be kind of interesting is to seeing which minor league is going to be better than the other. Correct. Because you got the USFL starting in about a month and a half, and you've got the XFL starting now. They both pay about the same thing, which ain't much, and it's basically trying to get guys a chance to get back into the league.
Yeah.
You got 8 teams in both leagues. It's just kind of
it's football.
It's football light.
Yeah, I would rather watch college football.
I would much rather watch college football. But of course, I'd much rather watch college football than the NFL. Anyway,
I like the NFL. I'm an NFL guy.
That's fine. You're entitled.
It's okay to be right or wrong.
You're entitled to your opinion, no matter how wrong it is. That's certainly legitimate. But yeah, and the XFL has all the other fun rules and stuff like that. Yep. So that'll be a good time.
Is Vince McMahon back in charge of that one?
Vince McMahon, I believe, has been kicked out
again.
Yeah.
Is The Rock?
I think Rock's USFL.
Okay.
I think the XFL is somebody entirely different. I'm not sure who's in charge of it.
You know, that's the thing. If you can't even, there's no
centralized.
Yeah, it's like who's in charge of this? And so if there's nobody in charge, then it's hard for these leagues to stick.
Speaking of nobody in charge, we're going to talk about baseball coming up here in just a second. We're going to talk rule changes in baseball. Back right after these. Do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. my independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Pitchers and catchers have reported. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, they're down there, sun shining.
I'm actually
playing some golf.
Get your work done in the morning, and go play golf in the afternoon down in Florida. You ever been to Florida?
Well, Florida, yes, but not Jupiter or anything.
I haven't been to the state.
Oh, you've never been to the state of Florida?
I've been to 43 states.
And Florida, for somehow, is not one of them.
And Florida somehow is not one of them. Ferdy just didn't like Florida. Didn't like the thought of going to Florida. I don't think he ever went, for crying out loud.
I really don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I've been to Florida more than I've been anywhere by far.
I don't know if actually it's something I ought to be proud of, to tell you the truth. Pitchers and catchers have reported the big thing this spring, other than, of course, Wilson Contreras being on the Cardinals, is the new rule changes. What do you think of the new rule changes in the Major League Baseball?
All of it's made pretty much to speed the game up. It's the game. They want to speed it up, make it less stale. The one that I like is the pitchers.
Tell me about the pitch timer. You went to a minor league game and saw it in action last year. How'd that work?
Last summer, I went to a Peoria Chiefs game, and they had a 18 seconds, something like that.
It was 14 and 18.
Yeah, 14 and 18. Really, at the beginning, you don't even notice it, and then you start seeing that clock out there, and you're like, "What is that clock?" Counting down, and then you realize it's the pitch count. And one time it happened where he didn't get it off; they got a ball. No big deal. They got the ball back, pitched again. But it kept the game flowing. It was never an issue for them in that game, but there was never these long delays. Like sometimes in baseball games, it gets long and drug out, and I liked it.
Did you see the stats on how it cut the game time down? Did you?
No.
Actually, last year in the minor leagues, so the leagues that did not use it in the minor leagues, the year before, it was like 3 hours and 4 minutes or something like that for a minor league game. Cut it down to 2:30.
Yeah, so
it's about a half an hour out of the game. And I got to tell you, you're right, Lucas. I mean, there are too many chances in the game just to kind of fall asleep.
Yeah.
I think I like it. Shift restrictions. What do you think about the shift?
I never liked the shift anyway. I thought it was silly and gimmicky. That being said, I'm kind of a traditionalist too. If you want to go play 9 guys over at first base, play 9 guys at first base, make them beat you somewhere else. But
I was kind of surprised they did this.
Yeah.
I guess they were just basically what the new rule is. You got to have 2 guys on each side of the infield.
Yeah, and they've got to be in the infield.
They got to be in the infield.
Yeah.
They can't be. Remember, you'd have second baseman against the right.
It's short right field.
The left-handed pull hitter. They'd be in deep short right field. That kind of thing. That's kind of it's going to make the outfielders' jobs a little bit more difficult too, because they're going to have to play a little bit more shallow, which maybe they ought to be to start with. And then finally the bigger base. Well, finally one of the last things that we're going to talk about, the larger bases. There's this year's base next to last year's base, and mathematically, here is what that does. It reduces the distance by 4.5 inches to steal a base. So 90 feet has been reduced to about
89, 7.5.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah,
they say it's for safety, to give more surface area so players aren't running into each other also, but
more opportunity for the first baseman to get his foot down on the bag and not get stepped on.
I just don't know I don't know what it's going to do. I can't see it making that big of a difference.
In softball, they've been using the extra bag for a while. Off to the side, at least at first base.
Yeah.
Which I think has been a boon. It's basically they're trying to stop injuries. I'm like you. I'm not sure exactly what kind of difference that's going to make. I think the biggest one. The biggest one to me is when we look back in just a few months, it's going to be the pitch outs. Tell me about the pitch outs. What's the
the disengagement thing?
The disengagement pitch outs.
So when a batter when a pitcher and a batter are there, they love each other very much.
Yes.
And, oh wait. Different talk.
Different. It's not birds and bees.
No. So the pitcher's only allowed.
Although I could use it up.
2 total, either a step off, a pick off, a fake throw,
or a real throw,
over to first base or any base, I guess. And
2 per at bat.
Yeah. And on the third one, if they do it again, it's not a ball; it's actually a balk. So that part's pretty big. You know, a ball. Yeah. Okay, it's a ball. A balk's a big one. That advances everybody at base.
The thing is, we've had since 1995 was the last time anybody had 75 stolen bases.
Yeah, trying to increase the amount of
increase the amount of movement on the base pass. We've had one hitter get to 70 stolen bases since 1995. That's almost 30 years.
Yeah,
and so it was Kenny Lofton back in 1995, for that matter, that got 78 stolen bases, and Jacoby Ellsbury back in 2008. He's the only guy in the last 27 years with over 70 stolen bases in a year. There are going to be more than that this year, folks, I think.
Yeah, like you said, the bigger bags make a slight difference. You're not getting a half a dozen throws over or step-offs to keep you close. You get to that second one, chances are you're going to go.
The fun part, Lucas, is going to be seeing angry pitchers.
Oh, yeah.
Pitchers are going to be going ape out there whenever they can't throw over.
Yeah.
And somebody steals the base, and you're going to see pitchers stomping. The way you see them stomping around the mound, throwing the ball into the glove.
I wonder if they'll allow them to stand there and allow the catcher to call timeout. I wonder if they consider that disengagement. That's a way around that rule. They stand there and just stare at that player first and let the catcher call timeout.
You got a time limit.
That's true. There's a time on the pitching stuff, so it's going to keep everything moving. I mean, the
you just can't
pitch clock and the disengagements. You can't just sit there and wait for somebody. Something's got to happen. Something's got to go.
And now I guess the pitcher could stand up and call time, but that's going to count as a mound visit.
Yeah, to me, that's a disengagement. They're calling a time.
And actually, one of the rules that isn't on this list is they are hardcore timing the mound visits now as well.
Well, they started doing that some last year, right?
Yeah, they were supposed to, but they didn't really.
You only got so many now, and
yeah, they still have the limit, but they're going to start a timer whenever the coach leaves the dugout. Will count as the start of the timer for a 60-second. I think is all you get is on a mound of it. Maybe 60 for the manager and 30 for the pitching coach. You're going to see pitching coaches jog.
It's not a leisurely stroll out there anymore.
Not going to be a leisurely stroll, and they may not have time to talk about candlesticks. And,
Or they're getting millie for.
Yeah, or they're going to get millie. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Pitchers and catchers have reported, and I think the first game is Saturday, a week from tomorrow.
Wow, that quick, huh?
Yeah, a week from tomorrow. And then, of course, the World Baseball Classic is going to get going, too. Let's, when we come back, we can talk a little basketball. We can talk a little hockey, soccer.
Yeah. You're really in my wheelhouse. Maybe some horse racing.
I got to tell you, have you been playing pickleball? I've got the World Pickleball Championships ready to go.
I know the size of courts, all right?
Do you really?
Yeah, 20 by 44. That's kind of there's 3 sizes of court, and one for 20 by 44. Things you pick up.
How did you pick that up?
I got a guy that wants to build a building for pickleball.
There you go. That is a building I'd love to sell. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Me too. I'll bet you would. You'll get it before I will. You're watching Big Talk with Verse Dickey. Lucas and I will be back in just a sec.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Bruce Dickey here along with Lucas Vaughan. Thank you so much for tuning in today as we're talking all kinds of sports. And Lucas, NBA basketball at the All-Star break. Now, you said earlier that you pay more attention to college basketball altogether. College basketball hitting its home stretch, going to be a conference tournament starting about a week or two for the most part. But we've got people who are NBA fans. Actually, down here, not a ton of NBA fans, do you think?
No. I mean, not in my circle of people. We're not big NBA fans.
We're 4 hours from the closest team.
Indy.
3 hours. Well, 3 hours from Indy. 4 hours from Chicago. Well, now we're talking about where we're from.
Yeah.
From here in Louisville, you're probably less than that. Certainly less than that. But not a ton.
No.
Of all that. But it's the All-Star break, and there have been a little bit of news in there. Here's the Eastern Conference. That's hockey. How about this one? Here's the Eastern Conference standings in the NBA. The Bucks and Celtics just had a whale of a game on, what was that, Tuesday night or Wednesday night? The Bucks beat them in double overtime or something.
Man, look at the new look Brooklyn Nets, though. I mean, it's a different team completely.
They no longer have their two superstars. Kevin Durant is gone, along with Kyrie Irving. And you think Ben Simmons will step up for the Brooklyn Nets?
According to his playing time, no. Since those trades, they don't know who he can play with, and I think one game he had 11 minutes, the other had 14 minutes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean they don't have anywhere to hide him because he can't shoot, he won't shoot, and so without hiding him, he can't play.
When do folks give up on Ben Simmons? I mean, at what point? He's 6 feet 10 inches tall and super athletic,
great defender, can rebound when he chooses to, just can't shoot the ball.
Chooses not to.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's going to go down with one of the more...
He was a third-team All-NBAer. He was a multi-all-time All-Star.
Least understandable careers of all time.
Yeah. For it to just completely fall apart, I mean, it's strange.
Celtics and Bucks here with about, 20 games to go, 25 games to go for the Bucks, 23 games to go for the Celtics. The Heat are in the tournament to get in, but they're fighting with the Knicks to try to stay out of the tournament.
Right.
Nets probably with Michael. Is Michael Bridges going to be enough to keep them in the playoffs?
Well, the game he scored 43 or 45, whatever it was, that's a good start for him.
Yeah, he had a heck of a game. And have the Bulls just basically given up?
That's a strange team.
It's a weird team.
I mean, I would have never expected this Bulls team to be 6 games under 500 in this season.
Everybody thought that Ayo was going to get traded also at the deadline, and that never happened. For those of us who keep track of what Ayo does, and that didn't happen. I guess the Bulls decided they didn't really want to go for the I don't know.
Yeah, they're a team that shouldn't be underperforming like they are.
They should not be underperforming. And same thing with probably the Pacers to an extent.
Pacers were younger. They've got talent there, but I don't think they were expected to be high.
Then you look out west, and I've kept them in there because that they're 2 games out of the tournament. The LA Lakers and about 4 games out of the playoffs. Can the LA Lakers? Everybody talks about the Lakers because they got LeBron.
No,
you don't think that they'll make the tournament? Good for you.
Because I don't want them to.
That's not very nice.
I know. I'm sorry, but no, they get and they just traded Russell Westbrook. Picked up D'Angelo Russell again. He started with them and a couple other pieces. So I mean, they're trying.
Which made me try to remember what they traded him. I was trying to think how basically rented him away to the Pelicans. He was traded for Davis, right?
Yes, he was in that trade, and then he went up to Minnesota.
And Davis has been a Laker for 3 or 4 years, and he's back with them. The intriguing thing to me here are the Dallas Mavericks. Now with Kyrie Irving, are they going to be able to jump into the playoffs as opposed to the play-in game? They've been down in that lower echelon all season long.
It's odd to have Luka and Kyrie both in the same lineup. They both demand the basketball.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how they can play with each other.
You've got the Denver Nuggets still just rolling along with
good basketball
Joker.
team.
They're a good basketball team. They're outstanding. And Phoenix Suns now with Kevin Durant. Are they going to be able to move up from 4th place, you think?
Yeah,
they're close there
I think so,
Sacramento.
Yes. Just if Durant can get healthy, if Booker can get healthy, they gave up Cam Johnson, was a good player off the bench for them. One other. Oh, and the Michael Bridges also. But they're not Kevin Durant.
They thought they were going to have to trade DeAndre Ayton to get Durant, and it didn't end up happening. And so I guess the Phoenix Suns went from what'd they go from like 12-1 to win the West to like 3-1.
4-1
that
I think,
day. 4-1. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just a good time. It's All-Star Weekend, so who gives a rat's rear end?
Right.
And we didn't get a chance to talk about the Daytona 500. Who are you picking in the Daytona 500?
Cole Trickle.
Does he have a ride?
I have no clue.
I have no idea. Kurt Busch.
You got it right.
Is he the jerk? I want the jerk.
Yeah. Well, they're both kind of, but Kurt's a jerk. Yeah.
That's the one I want.
I think Kyle's more of a baby. Kurt's more of a jerk.
That's the one I want.
Those are the guys I like.
Thanks for watching Big Talk, folks. We'll see you all next time. Have a great day.